Alright, in today's video you're going to be watching a professional engineer recalibrate his studio. What does that mean? Well, we've got a whole bunch of gear here and it is the new year, so it's always important to relabel, make sure all of the channels work, things like that. So that's what we're going to be doing. So if you want to see how it is done in a professional studio, stick around, have fun, grab some Java like me. Let's get the calibrating. Alright, the first thing, this is my template that I actually mixed through. It's a bit of a mess right now because I was kind of experimenting in the past few months. Relabeled the 2022 blank SSL template because it is based on the SSL console right here. And yeah, it works pretty well. So let's see what we can do. First things first, I'm always going to make a sine channel. I don't even need to call it a sine wave channel or whatever. But this is an important tool, test tone essentially, that we're going to be using to test out our gear. Let me just turn this down so you can actually hear what this sounds like. It's that typical sound, right? You know what that sounds like. Okay, obviously I'm not gonna have it that low. I need to have it at negative 18 dB just so I can test levels and things like that. I have my microphone coming on channel 4 that actually goes to a recorder, so we won't be testing out those channels, probably just 3. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So I'm gonna work from left to right. Okay, what is this beat smash channel? So I need to know exactly what everything is, so let's do beat smash. And as I can see, I got some sort of plugin on there. Let's turn that off. This doesn't seem to go anywhere. I have it at vitalizer. Oh, okay, we don't have our effects section turned on, so let me do that. Now we're getting some sort of signal return. Now I used to have this, seems like we have this on Dolby. That's not the case anymore. 8.8 is now a vitalizer. So as you can see, I have a parallel vitalizer that I use. So there we go. Is it just 8 or is it 7 and 8? Let's see, because that should be stereo. So that's B8. So they're 2 sets of 8-ats. So B7 and 8. Boom, there we go. We actually have a stereo channel going on. Now to test if it's stereo, I can pan left and right. Boom, I can see that the return signals are cool, good to go. Let's check and make sure the levels are okay. It is coming in a lot softer, but I think that's just the gear. Alright, the level does drop. I just think it's because it's an old piece of gear using like RCA cables or something. So that's fine. It is a parallel channel and it's really just an effect widener thing. So that's fine. Okay, so we know that that pair works. 7 and 8 vitalize. I'm actually going to rename that on this side. So we go to our routing using the mode tool. A lot of people ask me, why do you use mode tool? Well, this is professional stuff, okay? It's the big boy tools right here. So I can't rename that. B7 and 8, B7 and 8 here. So let's call that, so that's 8 at B7 and 8. So I'm going to call that vitalizer B7, just so I know what's going on. And let me just copy this right here. And then B8. Okay, well, now I know if I actually, FL Studio should rename it. There we go. Boom. Cool. That's nice. You see, now it's easy for me to work, right? So now that's cool. That works. I'm pretty happy with that. I know that if I send sound, do my beat smash channel, it'll come out on there. It'll come back. I don't know why it's a beat smash. This should actually be SFX widen. I no longer use that for smashing beats. SFX widen, because I know that's a vitalizer. All right, cool. That's cool. Let's go to the next channel. So now we've got a H3000 send. Now this is my prized and beloved H3000. It should be fine. The effects enabled. I always use this so I know that this device works. You should be able to see. Oh no, you guys can't really see that. But anyway, oh no, there you can see on the camera right there. It's a little bit of signal right there. I'll zoom in so you can see. But we do have signal in real time. So we know that works. I'm happy with that. Should sound good. Right now you won't hear any sound because our mix bus doesn't seem to be enabled. That's fine. I do need to rewire the mix bus compressors, and I think I need to turn on the SSL compressor. We'll get to that, right? We're working always from left to right, or from the beginning preamp stage all the way to the mastering section. So we'll worry about that last. So for now, that's cool. Let's go to SFX 3 and 4. I don't know what this is. We'll have to go and take a look. And as you can see, we've got SFX send 3 and 4 going on. So I probably had Why is that off? The DP2 should be on. We'll have to go and inspect that just now. Anyway, so we've got SFX 2 and 4 here, and we seem to only get a right channel return. So I'm gonna go and inspect real quick, check out what's happening. Oh, money. I really need to buy a torch. You know, usually you got a nice little torch if you're doing live sound or something, because you can't really see certain places. 5. Cool, we'll leave our little moving box unlatched for now so it can move around. It seems that this channel is now a mono send. So we actually have to have SFX Effectron send. Effectron, for those who don't know, is a cool little device. It's a kind of vintage 80s delay, one of the earlier delays. So we can actually just change this to 3. What do we have right now? It was SPX. We're not using the SPX anymore. Didn't really like the way it sounded. SPX 3, so L. Oh, notice it was 4. Okay, so it's 4. Now we've got a mono little delay flanger thing return. That's cool. Let's go and relabel that, right? So we can see there. We just need to go. Why was this one labeled in this way? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Keep it how it is. So we'll go Effectron L just for mono. So that's cool. This is just blank, so we'll just leave it like that. We don't really need that one. Just so I know what's going on, and it'll pop up later. I'm not too concerned about the labeling for now. We know that that's working. Cool. Let's skip over to the next one. SSL 2 and 4. So as you can see, I see signal going on to 3, but I don't see the return signal. So that's kind of strange right now. That's why. Okay, so EQs are off. If I was to disable the insert return, boom, we've got the signal, right? So there you go. So the SSL EQs are off, so we're going to turn those on. There you go. I should have had a little GoPro or something. Would have been a lot more fun, but for now this was fine. So we can see that they signal there. Let me pull out my microphone real quick. Yo. Alright, there you go. Okay, so that's fine. That works. SSL EQs work. Levels I'm going to keep the same because I actually have a kind of way of working. So the levels I'm going to keep the same. But that's all working. That's fine. The SSL EQs work. Actually, I didn't check that. Let me just check that. Alright, and every band works. That's fine. SSL EQs 2 and 4 work. I actually need to go and find 1 and 2. Pull that there. That's always bothered me, that I never had that going on. And for some reason, I always use channel 1 for something. That's usually the main vocal, yes. So I'm just going to keep that there. But for now, I'm actually just going to mono it in so that we can test out these channels. So let's go to 1 and 2. I do see signal on 1 and 2. That's fine. Do we get return signals? Yes, yes, yes. I'm actually showing you some of my crazy mix chains right now that are not available to the public. And as you can see, 1 and 2 works. If I turn the signal down, SSL channel 1 and 2 works. Let me mute the API mixer. That should kill the signal. Our API mixer works. I should go in and check every channel as well. Let me do that real quick. Let's mute those, 3 and 4. Okay, I got my mic in. And if I recall, I think that the mute button on this mixer when I got it. Oh, my bad. I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay. Alrighty, so API mixer works. Happy. That's fine. That works. Let's go on to SSL 1 and 2 EQs real quick. Let's just check that the EQs are working. top channels. Boom, those work. Left, right EQ, mid band, lower mid band, those work. Low bands, those work. We have signal. All right, that's really good. Okay, so now next let's do, we did 3 and 4. We need to find 5 and 6. I don't know why that's a send. I think I probably had that as a parallel channel or something. 5 and 6, let's see if that works real quick. Oops. Ahaha, we have signal because I used to have this as my API mix bus. We won't need that anymore. I don't really like mixing through the API. I love the SSL mix bus sound. So we'll keep that. Let's clean up our session by docking that back to the middle. And we just have our master channel. Good stuff. So 5 and 6 seem to work. We have signal there. Kind of zero those in. Where are our 5 and 6 returns? Oh yeah, there we go, because we didn't have anything going on. That goes into our all vocals channel. That's fine, we'll leave it there. Okay, there we go. Cool. Let's just turn that off. Channels work fine. Gain works fine. EQs seem to work fine. All our EQs are good to go. Let's check out 7 and 8. And we don't have a return channel for 7 and 8. I wonder why that is. So we need to actually build on real quick. 7, 8 SSL. And let's clean this up real quick. So 3, 4. Let's put that there. 1. We'll put that back as 1 because that's our mono main vocal. Should actually label that vocal. I do have a set way of working. 3 and 4 is usually background vocals, but it's variable. 7 and 8 return. That can just go into the pre-master. And that works. Alright, so that's cool. 7 and 8. And I think from the get-go, this channel was always louder. It just came like that from the factory. I don't know if that's just old stock or it's the API channels. I don't know. Let me just turn off the insert. The inserts. Oh, my bad. The inserts are actually, one was enabled. But yeah, one was always a little bit louder than the other. That's fine. That's natural on a mixing console. So there you go. I know this is really boring for some, but this is how you calibrate a mixing console and all your gear. So there we go. EQ, 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 EQ. That'll work. So cool. Our SSL Xdesk console works perfectly. Happy with that. Let us check out our beat channel. Now I like to drop the beat down. Let me just turn off all of this. So there we go. Wow, was that interesting? Okay, so let's just on this in real quick. We can see our console works perfectly. Console looking good. Flip, that should kill the signal. I'm happy with that. I did check this console out the other day, and the console does indeed work. Happy days. Old school SSL console. Do the filters work? They all work. I don't know if you guys can see that on your side, but beautiful G series vintage channel strips right here. And this is usually where I send all of my drums or hip hop instrumental or music bus, some whatever. It sounds good. Let's put that back to where it was. Happiness. I don't know if I have anything going on this one. 15, 5 and 6 SFX. And oh, okay, cool. So we've got some SFX going on, and I don't have any. The DP2, but oh, it's on now. Oh, it was off early. Oh yeah, because I had it off. Okay, DP2 works. Those are our effects, so that's fine. So now that all of our kind of channels that we send out to different devices are working, let's get our mix bus working. So I'm just gonna go straight to the output right here. And now I need to assess why the hell this isn't working. First thing, I need to turn on the SSL mix bus. You sadly can't see it because it's behind this light, which means I can't really see it either. Woo. And that is incredibly annoying. Anyway, there it is. There it is. I've always had a problem with junky left channel. I don't know why. It's like that. I actually have one piece of gear off, so let's see if that fixes that issue we have right there. So I'm kind of missing a power supply on this Vitalize. I actually don't really want to use this Vitalize on the mix bus anymore. So I need to go ahead and figure out the routing. This might actually take a while to actually find where the daking is. I never labeled anything, so that kind of sucks because I set this thing up kind of for everything to be in one place forever. But we're gonna have to figure this out. So I know my output for my mix bus is 11 and 12. So if I was to, okay, so there are my outputs, I'm pretty sure. Here are my inputs. So outputs go into input. So I need to find, so these are my outputs. I need to go find these daking devices right here. And I'm pretty sure it's these ones. Let me just do this real quick. I'm pretty sure it's here. Oh, here's two cables that have just been left. Okay, so it might actually be these ones. See, I thought ahead in the past. Brown. All right, so we're gonna do some investigations right now. Uh-huh, I see something. Yeah, there we go. So these are the ones right here. Orange and brown. Okay, cool. These cables to go into the SSL. Cool, that's working. Oh! We got signal, baby! Alright, so there we go. We got the dakings linked up now. They are compressing. But these have always been funny. I've always had this problem with the left channel. When I plug in something. I don't know what it is. I need to find it and see what it is. Eesh. See, that needs maintenance. You see? So now we found our first main problem. We've got a kind of blown up piece of gear here. Right, you can see that it does not connect well. Usually when it's on for a while, it fixes itself. But it is annoying that it does that. You know, it takes a while for the compressors to kind of kick back, you know. I can see it moving and doing things. That's not good. That's usually like a blown capacitor or something. But for now, let's just do this. Where are the pull up a new one. Cool. For now, let's just correct it ourselves. Oh no, why is everything moving? No. Disconnect that. For now, let's just do that. That's fine. We'll just have the return signal okay for now. Yeah, I need to wait for it to recalibrate. Anyway, okay, so that's fine. Compressors are working. SSL bus compressors working. I think we're good to go, man. Now what we can do is now we can have a little bit of fun. Let us actually just put a beat in or something, right? And then we'll just play some sound. Alright. So now we got this. Gotta turn that down. Alright, so now we're gonna run through every channel and just test that everything works. So okay, what's happening here now? This need not be there. Let's just move that to somewhere else. Dry vocal, don't know what that is. Seems silly. I don't know what a dry vocal is. Anyway, let's just put that onto our SFX widen. Okay, so that you can hear how bright that thing is. Alright, So I actually got this beat from T-Pain. You can hear how crazy that device is. I mean, just listen how loud it is. I'm just gonna turn it down. But I mean, you don't get this with. See, these still have to abide by analog laws. You can hear that was actually digital clipping, or analog clipping. All right, anyway, we know that works. So that's fine. Let's route this through the console now. So let us, take this right here, push this through the H2000. I mean H2000. You know that works. Let's go through this. You know that works. 1 and 2. Whoop. That is a B channel, so I mean a vocal channel. So anyway, let's go through 5 and 6. See, so for those who don't know why people mix at -18, it's because look at how much better the stuff sounds when it's hitting the console at -18. Oh, I'm going to the wrong thing right here. I'm wondering how that's working. Yeah. All right, really just testing to see if everything works. I haven't tested out the sends real quick. Let's see what sends we actually have. I think we got the vitalizer send somewhere here. Beautiful. All right, cool, man. I think everything works. This is good enough for me to mix. Actually, I need to send stuff through the compressors and things like that. But yeah, I think you guys have learned enough. I'm gonna get mixing because I got lots of projects to do. Got a full year, lots of money coming through, and yeah, man, I'll check out the next one. Hopefully, learn something. Right? This is Sound Engineer.